Hey gang, welcome back to the shop. It's a Friday evening here in lovely small town nowhere. I keep seeing the blue light pop up. I do have the wireless mics on. Trying to figure out the sound quality. I've hit up Erico on South Main Auto to see what setup he's running, because it really seems like, you know, he's got the zoom on the camera and he's always got good sound. And if it's anything but a GoPro, I'm probably in. So doing a couple keys for a 2012 Chevy Sonic. It's always a good sign when it's held together with some packing tape. They did buy these FOBs off Amazon. And how do I explain the relationship? So one of my wife's best friends from college, who actually used to live far away, now lives near back, and it's 10 minutes down the road now, brought a guy to a cookout at our house one year, and when my parents showed up, turns out the guy's my cousin. Who knew? I didn't. Funny enough, my wife married them. My wife and I are both ordained in the Lebowski Church, Church of the Latter-day Dude. So we were both qualified to perform ceremonies. If you want your next ceremony held by Jenkins Locks, please leave me a comment. But anyways, so her daughter has a 2012 Chevy Sonic, a couple Amazon keys. I've already cut and programmed one just because I was trying to get this done. And then it was taking longer than expected. Everybody left me. So it's like, you know what, perfect time. Let's break out the camera, do a video. I did try with the top down. The Bluetooth or wireless OBD connector, if that port is a little wobbly, a little not pristine, it just doesn't make a connection. That's what I ran into. Going through it, I just wanted to test to make sure I could program one of these Amazon keys. So broke out the X tool, had to wait to 10 minutes, programmed it, but there's already the key I programmed made key number 8. So I figured break out the camera, do all keys lost, and programmed just the original back in. And I want to do a comparison of some of the things I do to sometimes save time. You can call it cheating, you can call it whatever. I just call it getting the job and getting the hell out. So since I've already cut one, I'm going to go ahead and cut the second one, doing secondary cutting. So that's so much fun. Let me get you propped up here. No, yeah, you don't want to see that gut. Well, that ain't gonna work. Ugh. Magnet bases are good and sometimes suck. Okay, let's go that way. I love these high security keys because you have to cut both sides. And when you're doing multiple ones, I'm all about saving time, doing it the easiest way possible, correctly, but I don't like to fuss. Okay, position 2. And I did take this off. I've learned my lesson with flip keys for the moment. So let's go again. Cut key, secondary, and cue high speed. Ooh, let's do this angle. Let's get that action shot, yeah. Hopefully that is full because I've got several jobs about an hour away tomorrow. Don't think I'll be filming those. Oh, no. Let me get a screenshot of this real quick. Every time I read a key, I take a screenshot just so I have it for historical purposes. So, I already know that's a buster on this. So here's the freshly cut key. Here's one I programmed, then erased, and here's the original. So let's gather all of our crap and turn the light off so no one thinks I'm here. It's bad for business. So what are you guys up to today? It's Friday before Mother's Day. So I've got a full day tomorrow, and then after the full day, I need to figure out Mother's Day present. Okay, so just to show you, nada. Need more hands. Nada. Okay. So. The girl's probably going to be a little upset because there's like this much of a gap between the dash and the seat, and I don't fit that. So let me get situated in here. So first off, mad props to anybody in this day and age, let alone a kid. That's awesome. Fully approve. So I don't know, maybe you can see it. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's part of the problem. The wireless one didn't work. Thinking about getting an Autel. Oh God. Maybe like the 508 or 608, I don't know. Especially with all the NAS stuff changes coming up. Okay, so, oh, we're charged good. Okay, so I'm gonna run through using the tool, doing the 10-minute wait, and then I'm gonna show you something I always check out just because it does work a lot of the time. Oh, I don't know if I can hit the clutch. Yeah. This would be a hard car for me to drive. So let's get some good angle here. Let's go ahead and get this in and get it turned on. We're gonna find GMC, which I've already passed. So a lot of things I see in videos of people just going to go boom, 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 boom. I don't know those. And I'm on some videos, you know, the people just know their stuff. On some, you know, that they've done several attempts. I've done several attempts. Okay, so first off, we want to, well, let's go into Immobilizer. GM, Oh, nope. Did I pick the wrong one? So, see, yep, still screwed up. Waiting for communication to be established. Whoa, Brazilian Fiat. I didn't select that. Yeah, I don't think Chevy is. Nope. So it was. Oh. Okay, so when I did a search, they had them reversed. Or I'm just an idiot. You know, it's a half a dozen, 6 one, half a dozen of the other. GM, Chevrolet, USA. Or I'm just not clicking the wrong things because I'm talking. I can't do two things at once. This looks right. Let's go ahead and read the security code. Read PIN. Yes, I already know the PIN, but just taking you guys for the full journey. Just heard the fuel pump de-energize. One thing I didn't show is before I got in, when I went the last round, I made sure that the cut key worked. Which if it doesn't, we'll find out very soon when I stick it in. And that's why it's always good to have replacement blades. Okay, yep. 80, 84, okay. Don't think there's any trouble codes. It's without smart. Read number of keys, 1. So that's good. Program without smart, add a key. Close all doors. Tell you, this does make me wait the 10 minutes. So there's going to be either some fast forwarding. I'm just going to shut the camera off. Probably shut the camera off because this is a GoPro and it'll overheat. Yes, to continue. That kind of annoys me because we did read it. And then we're going to say here. Well, while we're sitting here, let's maximize some time. So, if any of you have the AutoSmart books, I think 2023 was the last edition, or the 2021, whatever it is. I did buy that right at I don't remember how long ago I bought them. But then I found, let me get back out here. I also paid the $100 for the AutoSmart app. $100 is for one device. Now I'll tell you, I just switched phones and carriers, so I had to contact support to get it unlocked from the old phone so I could log into the new phone. But pretty easy here. Search. You can do a scan VIN, which I've never got it to clearly read. Maybe it's because I had a shitty phone. But you come in here, we're going to go down and find 2012. We're going to find Chevrolet. Scroll down, Sonic. And key information. So here it tells you what kind of key you need. Lease sheet that you'd use to decode it, which I suck at. You can click here and buy it off Michael Hyde's site. It tends to sell a lot of either Ilco or OEM. Transponder is what we want. So it gives you a chip type, transponder. Now in the books it gave you tips on reading the lock. So let's go to making key. Here it tells you where you can partially decode. So it does have a lot of what the book has. This is handy, it's portable. Let me get a better grip. It's not what I want. I want to go to transponder. And it does get updated a lot more frequently and a lot more economically than buying a set of books. So I understand why he's made the switch. So here, if you come down here, it's going to give you notes on cars where you want to make just a spare key. 30-minute onboard programming instruction. This is if programming a new key, all keys lost. So if you don't have a programmer, it still tells you on a lot of them if you have the onboard programming. So the first key I'm going to do, and we are 3 minutes into it. The second key, we're going to go with the spare method on here. So I'm just going to hold this right here while I roll down the window because it is hot as balls. Yeah. Let's see if one full GoPro battery can do an entire car being programmed. Now, for 6 minutes, 10 seconds of silence. Yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. So it does take you right down to the last second on this. I love it. Oh, my foot's caught somewhere. Okay. Okay, so open the door, close the door, click OK. Insert the new key. I usually give this a minute or so for it to establish communication, because it sucks if you do it too quickly and hit OK and then you got to start all over with the 10-minute wait. No, we don't want to program another key, we're just doing one. Switch it to off, remove the key, then press OK. First, open the door, close the door, then press OK. And I'm really trying to show, for those of you new to the trade, how long a single key can take you. I've had cars where it's made me do a 10-minute wait per car. Thank you, Ford. And some, once you do the initial 10-minute wait, you can just bop through the others. But the next method I'm going to show, and I'll give an explanation why I do it here in a second. I don't want to miss. Switch to the on. Give it a few seconds for everything to initialize. Okay. I think I got my hotspot on. Yeah, it looks like it. Hotspot showing my kitty. That's Blanky. He's blind to one eye, and he was actually one of these cats. He just came home with me one day. Okay. Okay, switch it to off. Press OK. Switch ignition to on. I guess I probably shouldn't have pulled the key. Wait a few seconds. Okay. Program is complete. Switch to off. Remove the key and press OK. Now I heard the doors locking and unlocking. Please open. So that's a good sign. So now, let's see if we can and if I can get my there we go. Okay. So let's close this so we know that one's programmed. That one's programmed. Let's unhook. Power this guy off. Where the hell? Power off. Set that over here. So now here's the next one. So for cars where you want to just create a spare key. Now this is, you have to have one programmed. Toyotas, it's got to be a master key, and I'm gonna go through the process and I'll explain why I do this a lot of times. So as it says, I did open and close the door just to reset the computer. I think it would, that way you exited or entered the car. Place an already programmed key into the ignition and cycle it from off to on to off. Within 15 seconds, insert a new properly cut transponder key into the ignition. Turn the key to on. Security indicator light will go off. Turn the key off. The key will now start the car. So here's the original. It's got that expensive Chevy logo on it. Well, that screwed that up. Okay. Cycle it on, cycle it off, then 15 seconds. Security light should go off. I don't see a security light, but let's see. And dollars to donuts. So that's onboard programming. Not every vehicle has it. Some do, some don't. And why do I do that sometimes? Well, as this video will painfully show, which I'm showing 30 minutes plus some change already, to go through and do it with the programmer, wait the 10-minute cycle time or security time. If you've already got one program and the onboarding is available, you just saved yourself 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it's longer. If you hit one of those buttons wrong and you had to start over, it's another 10 minutes. This start to finish to program the second one, which now, here's one. Okay, let's put that there. And the original. So doing it the proper way, using the programmer, that was a 10 to 15 minute, it felt like an eternity sitting in here. Or had one programmed, 15 seconds, couple cycles, you know, the first already programmed key, turn it in, turn it on, turn it off, take it out, put the new one in within 15 seconds, turn it on, turn it off, and it's programmed. You know, maybe you want to sit and, oh, that, okay. Maybe you want to go through the whole programming. If it's a simple thing like this, get it done, you're in and out. Now, some people have told me in the past that's cheating. You're not giving the customer the full job. The thing is, the customer isn't paying for my programmer. They're not paying for my time to sit here. What they're paying for is my knowledge. Other people have said, well, that same procedure's in their owner's manual. Absolutely. If people read their owner's manual, they would know. They would just say, hey, I just need this cut, I'll program it myself. They don't. Again, they're paying for experience and knowledge. And no matter how many programmers you go through, how many doors open, close, on, off, left, right, BA, start you go through, it's your knowledge. It's doesn't matter how old your programmer is, how new it is, how much you paid for maintenance, anything like that. If you can do a spare key in 15-20 seconds as opposed to 15-20 minutes, that's a no-brainer. Use your brain, use your knowledge, and go through it that way. Like I said, this is the AutoSmart app. There's other sites you can go to. I think programyourremote.com will give you some of this. It's not as accurate. The app's $100 a year for one device. To me, it's a good investment. I'm kind of glad they switched from the book system, even though I bought the last set of books. But, you know, I just kind of want to go through two methods of getting the same thing done. One, the video shows how painful it was, at least for me, just sitting here in a cramped car. The second one, 20 seconds, done, get paid, move on to the next. So, guys, in the comments, emails, whatever, tell me your thoughts on doing the onboarding, if that's an option, or do you go through the programmer and wait the security time and all that? What your feelings are. You know, am I scamming people? Am I not scamming people? Am I using my brain by looking up what I can do, or I'm just being lazy? But throw it down in the comments. Interested to hear what everyone's thoughts are. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys next time.